Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to see you today. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. Today, we're going to talk about seven simple ideas you can use to generate passive income. Passive income means you're making money without actually having to go to work. So get comfortable, buckle up, seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day, under one condition. The condition is that we are Black first. Black first means we put our community at the top of our priority list. Black first means we build wealth with our families. Black first means we educate our kids. Black first means we break generational curses. So if you agree with this philosophy, put a B1 in the chat. Put a hashtag B1 to let me know that you're Black first. Even if you're not Black, you don't have to be Black to be here. We don't hate anybody, but it's time for us to solve our problems on our own, in our own way, instead of waiting for Superman. I hope you agree with that. I hope that that's not too radical for you. I hope that the getting out of slavery doesn't scare you. Because I'm tired of slavery. I'm tired of waiting for other people. I'm tired of being left behind. I'm tired of my people struggling. I'm tired of my family falling behind. I'm tired of the issues. So that's what I'm thinking about today, because today's actually the first day of the Black Wealth Boot Camp. I'm actually in Los Angeles right now for the Black Wealth Boot Camp. If you still want to join us, you can go to boycewatkins.com. I'll be here for 2 days, and I'm going to do a deep dive training on my new book called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, how you and your family can generate wealth that will last over 100 years. So feel free to go take a look at that at boycewatkins.com or on Amazon. The book is on Amazon too. All right, so let me just jump right into it. I got a meeting in a few minutes, but I wanted to share this list with you really quick. A lot of you were asking me, how do you generate passive income? You were asking me, how do you figure out how to make money? And I got into this whole idea of how to make money without working. So, and I did a presentation on that actually at my website, boycewatkins.com. But I'm gonna give you a quick list of different things I've seen that have helped people generate income that's pretty passive. It may not be 100% passive. You may have to do a little work to set up the system, but it becomes something that allows you to generate income even when you're not at work every day. And I think that's important because a lot of us grew up in households where we were raised to believe that if you don't work, you don't eat, that in order to make money, you got to go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work. Anybody else get raised in a household like that? Raise your hand if that was how you were raised too, because I was certainly raised that way. And I think with the internet and just all these opportunities out here, and just generally speaking, people have always made passive income. I thought I would lay some of this out for you. So let me just go dive into it. One is people talk about things like creating ebooks or writing a book. I've written several books, probably about 7 books by now. I got to go and count. I have my Black American Money series, Financial Lovemaking, that I wrote years ago. What if George Bush were a Black man? Everything you ever wanted to know about college. And then my latest book is called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. Most of those books are on Amazon. And I'm going to tell you, it's really worth it if you want to generate passive income or find some way. Maybe if you're a speaker, if you're not a speaker, think about it. Look into it, because most people have something that they could train other people on. You've lived a long time, a lot of you. Some of you have lived over 20, 30, 40 years or whatever. And even if you're not over 30 or 40 years, maybe you're young and you have a skill, or you can go get a skill and then go teach other people the skill that you have. But anyway, a book is good because if you have a book, then whenever you're speaking on your topic, people will go buy your book to kind of support what you're doing or to connect further with what you're doing. And so writing books, self-publishing, I think is a great way to go. I've sold probably 100,000 books and I've never had a book deal. Because I'm too radical. I'm too much into being pro-Black. People. I upset Black people and white people. I either if you're white and you're racist, you're not going to like me, and if you're Black and you want us to continue to lose, then you're not going to like me, because I'm going to challenge the culture. So I get called names online and stuff like that, but I don't care, because I know how to make money for myself. I know how to build a strong business, so that stuff doesn't matter. So because of that, I had to find a way to publish my own books a long time ago, before self-publishing was popular. I said, okay, I got to write the book, get it printed, and sell it. And I figured out how to do that. So there is a process for that. In the Black Business School, we've got stuff on how to do things like that. But yeah, ebooks and regular books are a way that people make money. And I encourage you to look into that. Whatever you do, I would encourage you maybe to go take a class on it from somebody who knows what they're doing, as opposed to trying to figure it out on your own. But there's also good stuff on YouTube as well that you can learn from. Number 2 is online courses. A lot of people are making just insane amounts of money with online courses. I know the guys over at Earn Your Leisure. I know that there are people in different places that have, different online platforms, online courses. Even Grant Cardone, he's claiming to be a billionaire. I think he became a billionaire literally off online courses. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree with going to that extreme where they have these $30,000, $25,000 classes and all that. But then again, if you think about it, though, you spent $100,000. Some of y'all spend $100,000 going to college. So why not spend $2,000 taking a class if you think it's going to increase your income, right? But at the same time, online courses is a great way to go. There are platforms like Teachable and stuff out there that can show you how to set up your class. And I just recommend considering that. The third one is real estate. I've been a property owner for a while. Real estate's cool because when you buy, if you can raise up the money to put down the down payment, which might require some savings, you end up, you're able to, basically your tenants pay the mortgage for you. Like that's just kind of how the game works. I didn't make the game up, but I just wanted to make sure I was on the right side of that game. So real estate ownership is not just something you should consider, something you should teach your kids because you don't want to be a renter forever. Eventually you want to try to be a landlord or an owner of property. Number 4 is drop shipping. A lot of people have made money creating products or sourcing products and buy low, sell high. They call that arbitrage in finance, where you sell it for more than what you paid for it. Drop shipping is a big industry, but if you do it, I would really, really invest in learning how to do it the right way so you don't get body slammed in terms of costs or end up working yourself into the ground. There's ways to drop ship where you don't have to touch anything. And there's Drew is mentioning AI. AI, yeah, going back to the book thing, a lot of people are using AI to create content and stuff like that. AI is here to stay. It's very impactful. It's very important. It's not a replacement for human engagement per se, but it does actually help the process quite a bit. But truth be told, AI has always been around. Honestly, most AI has always been around. You've always been able to Google things and find information and all this other stuff. And I'm an information guy. I'm a professor. I've been a finance professor for many years. And I got my PhD literally 20 years ago this year. And, the truth of the matter is that the AI has become a trendy term, but the truth is a lot of the tools that you can find now with AI had always been available if you knew where to look. But anyway, AI does matter for sure. Number 5 would be things like affiliate marketing. That's where basically you sell something and you get a percentage of what you sell. That's not bad, especially if you have a platform and you're trying to generate revenue from the platform. Affiliate marketing works well. Once again, in any of these areas, I suggest you look into getting training from somebody who knows what they're doing. You could try to figure it out on your own, but it might take you like 8 years to get it right or 5 years, whereas you could take a class and figure it all out in 6 months or something like that. That's why I love to sign up for people's online classes. I have online classes. We have the Black Business School. I teach things like stock market, stock options, things like that. If you go to boycewatkins.com, you can see some of the stuff that I have. But the truth is, like, I sign up for other people's classes a lot because if I want to learn how to do something, I want to get me a teacher that knows what they're doing so I can save time. Time is really the thing that I don't want to waste. Another way to make passive income is things like a YouTube channel. YouTube monetizes decently well. They say the financial niche does pretty well on YouTube videos. I've seen a lot of people make enough money. I've actually helped people launch their YouTube channels, and they eventually were making 6 figures, some of them, enough money to quit their jobs and everything else. YouTube, but remember though, you don't want any one stream of income to be your only stream, because if YouTube changes the algorithm or changes the rules, they can really screw up your money. But YouTube channels are a great way to monetize. Actually, I had my first YouTube channel in 2007, and I made the horrible mistake. I walked away from YouTube in 2008, and I didn't walk back till 2013. And I wish I had consistently made content from 08 to 013, because even just getting started in 2013 gave me a huge head start on a lot of people. That's why I have over 1 million subscribers on different channels that I have. I have several channels. But if I had started in 08 and stuck with it, I'd probably have 2, 3, 4 million by now. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, the last one is this is my favorite actually. In terms of generating passive income, is selling stock options. A lot of people want to talk about selling stock options, and I'm gonna tell you that's how I make the bulk of my money. Is actually I buy a lot of stock. I take my extra money, I buy stock with it. I don't buy Gucci belts and fancy clothes or whatever. I buy stock. And with that stock, you can actually sell options on that stock. And that's literally how I make my money every Monday. I pick up my paycheck by selling options on my stock, and it allows me to generate income without doing any work. I do it all from my bed, and literally from my bed each week, I'm able to generate enough income. I generate more money doing that than a lot of surgeons make by working 14-hour medical shifts and all that. And that's actually what I train my children to do when they get older. I'm going to give them some stock and say you can sell the options on the stock and you can make money from that consistently, but there's a process to it. So actually, if you want to learn more about that, I have a training on my website, boycewatkins.com, called How to Make Money Without Working. And I dig into the stock options conversation a little deeper. And you can also go to boycewatkins.com if you'd like to take a look at some other stuff, like my book, my book is called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. And also this week, we're doing the Black Wealth Boot Camp. So feel free to join us for any of those things if that benefits you. All right, guys, I got a meeting to run to. I want to make this video short, but I thought I would just kind of share some content that I'm hoping will help you. The last point I'll make, I can't overemphasize this, is I wouldn't recommend trying to do it by yourself. I would recommend, coughing up that little bit of money to sign up for somebody's class or something that's going to help you get to where you got to get to. This is what I would do personally. The best advice I can give you is what I would do myself. Some of the classes are overpriced. If something's like $10,000 or whatever, it takes a lot to convince me that that's worth it. Again, but remember though, you spent, a lot of y'all went $100,000 in debt to go to college, and that degree didn't. I mean, what did that give you? It didn't give you what you wanted in many cases. So I'm not knocking college. I'm just saying that that's super high price, right? So even a $10,000 class isn't insane if it's going to make you another $50,000, $100,000. The problem though is that there are a lot of people who are better at selling what they're delivering than they are at actually delivering what they're delivering. Do you follow what I'm saying? They're better at selling you the idea of value than actually giving you the value that you're seeking. So, I tend to lean toward classes that are maybe less than $1,000, or in a few $100, or even one-on-one consultation from somebody that I know has proven that they can do whatever it is I'm trying to learn how to do. I'll pay for that kind of thing. But so you got to be real careful, because that online selling market, that online course market, is kind of full of a lot of people that are really good at kind of giving you, even I was joking about Grant Cardone and how he said that half of his audience is Black and under the age of 40, and he impresses them with doing flashy stuff like rappers do. He'll show up with the Bentley and the private jet and all that, and what that does is that pushes up the price people are willing to pay. But the question is, does the value match that new price, or are people just willing to jump in because you drove up in a Bentley? The flashy stuff is not really of interest to me. I want to know what the substance is. I'm a substance guy, but then again, I'm a little different. My education level is pretty high, so I'm going to see things in a different way. So I encourage you, look for the substance. Don't just go for the flash. Don't just go for the salesperson, go for the actual content. And you will find that there are some people out here that really can teach you some stuff that will improve your life. I'm a big believer in lifelong learning, online learning. That's it. Like right now, I'm training to be an airplane pilot. First thing I did was I signed up for some online classes from this place called Sporties. They gave me all the training manuals. I went out and bought a bunch of stuff, and I have no problem paying for that. But you got to just make sure you know what you're paying for. Does that make sense? I hope that helps you. Anyway, so again, my website is boycewatkins.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. My doctorate's in finance, in case you guys are wondering. You can actually look it up. I went to Ohio State University, and I'd love to support you in your endeavors. So feel free to go to boycewatkins.com if you'd like to take a look at anything that we have available to you, like that lecture, How to Make Money Without Working. A lot of people seem to like that. So take care, guys. Have a good day. God bless you, and I will see you soon. Take care now. Peace.